swear to God, I've never been no coward.
Now let's shift our focus to a tragic incident that took place in the U.S. state of Nebraska. Adult film actor Jay Hefner was tragically shot dead in an incident described by his family as a senseless act of gun violence.
Like my life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus Network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner?
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, sage, and maybe even a lawyer, because tonight, we're diving into the underbelly of Zeus Network. That's right, the same platform that gave us influencer-fueled chaos, reality TV disasters, and a subscription model sketchier than a gas station sushi roll. You see, Zeus started out as Black Netflix, an ambitious dream backed by influencers like Daystorm Power, King Bach, and Amanda Cerny. But somewhere between the business meetings and bottle throwing, things took a dark turn. Real dark. Think somebody get Jordan Peele on the phone dark. At the center of it all is one man, Lemuel Plumber, also known as Lemon Pepper in these streets. Now, according to his co-founders, this man didn't just fumble the bag, he yeeted it into the abyss, spending investor money like it was Monopoly cash. And let's just say, when people started asking for their checks, things got spooky. That brings us to the real mess: occult symbolism, eerie coincidences, and, dare I say, mysterious deaths. Allegedly. Because y'all ain't about to sue me. But let's just say, when a cast member is marked as the Pied Piper and suddenly starts experiencing real-life horror movie moments. Somebody cue the Twilight Zone music. So, was Zeus Network just bad business? Or are we looking at something far more sinister? And what really happened to Aaron the Plumber, Savion Seven Hopkins, and Karen Raina Dunlap? Tonight, we pull back the curtain, expose the receipts, and break it all down because, as Daystorm Power said, don't trust tweets, trust the receipts. Buckle up, because this rabbit hole goes deep.
So we throw this big ass launch party in LA. We had ice sculptures, DJs, red carpet, big screens. Amanda bit the bullet and did this big ass deal with Diageo for half her rate so we could have Ciroc as a sponsor. We was in it.
It came together. We're doing our pre-launch party, so coming out July 13th, I'm super stoked.
On launch day, all the creators who had a show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus. And over 45,000 people joined the platform that day.
They were promised equity, power, and profit sharing. But instead, they got played like an R&B breakup song. Daystorm Power even put his own money into this mess, $135,000, to be exact. And guess how much he got back? Not a single Zeus damn dime. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I invest 6 figures into a company and they start acting funny with my money, somebody's getting sued, or somebody's getting tackled. But instead of lawsuits, Zeus Network just pushed them out like a bad reboot of The Fresh Prince. And that brings us to Zeus Network's real moneymaker: not subscriptions, not content, but straight up financial finessing. Meet CEO Lemuel Plumber, the man who allegedly treated Zeus like his personal trust fund. Plumber controlled all finances, which means he decided who got paid. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the people who actually built the network. Creators? Left empty-handed. Producers? Lied to. And investors? They saw their money disappear faster than an IG model's boyfriend after tax season. And let's talk about those K1 tax documents. Zeus was supposed to distribute millions to its co-founders. But instead? That money got locked away like the recipe to Popeye's biscuits. Now, if y'all thought financial scamming was bad, buckle up, because we've entered the allegations portion of the program. And trust me, it's worse than a Zeus reunion special. Former assistants have accused Plumber of inappropriate behavior. Lawsuits have been quietly settled behind the scenes. And multiple women have come forward about mistreatment within Zeus's inner circle. Now, I know Zeus loves a good exposure storyline, but it looks like the real drama isn't happening on screen, it's happening behind closed doors. At this point, Zeus Network isn't just a reality TV platform, it's a whole true crime documentary waiting to happen. The only question is, who's gonna tell the real story? Look, Zeus Network could have been a game changer. Instead, it's looking like a get-rich-quick scheme gone corporate. The influencers got finessed, the employees got played, and the CEO? Well, he's still somewhere popping bottles with everybody else's money. Oh, and Daystorm? Somebody better run you that check. Alright, y'all, I came here to talk about Zeus Network, but after doing my research, I might have to cleanse my Wi-Fi and sage my phone. Because what I found? It's giving Illuminati meets love and hip-hop, and that's a crossover nobody asked for. We already exposed Zeus for scamming influencers, but what if I told you they might also be pushing something even darker? Today, we're diving into the alleged occult symbolism, Greek mythology ties, and some real disturbing stories from people who claim Zeus is playing a game that ain't just about TV ratings.
Zeus is in love with Greek mythology. Greek mythology is demonic in a real way. And after I started investigating the Greek mythology, I noticed that all the contestants on the Zeus Network show had Greek mythology names that trace back to Greek mythology. It's demonic. It was a satanic ritual. You know what I'm saying? When she slapped me, it's called the slap of admittment. Wow. Right? In a real way. She slapped me. She was marking me for death, bruh.
First off, let's talk about the name. Zeus. Y'all remember him, right? The Greek god of lightning, cheating, and general chaos? The king of the gods who stayed causing problems for everyone? Yeah. That's the inspiration for this network. Now, naming your network after an all-powerful, drama-starting god is one thing. But then we got this Pied Piper situation. And this is where things get weird. Aaron the Plumber, yes, that's his internet name, says Zeus gave him a whole rebrand and started calling him the Pied Piper. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I hear Pied Piper, I think two things, R. Kelly, and that creepy fairy tale about a man leading children to their doom. Neither of those should be branding inspirations. See, in the original tale, the Pied Piper lures kids away with music, and they're never seen again. And considering Zeus's audience is mostly young people, that connection ain't sitting right with me. Now let's talk about this ritual sacrifice theory. And no, I ain't talking about no horror movie, this is what Aaron himself is claiming.
Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner? I'm not about to be the third person, so I'm going to speak out on this. Somebody's definitely been following me. Mysterious stuff has been happening. Somebody mysteriously drove their car through my living room.
So, Aaron was on the Zeus show 2 ways, and boom, Erica Mena slaps him so hard, he starts talking about ritual sacrifices. Now, at first, I thought, bro, it's just a slap. Zeus shows specialize in disrespect. But then he says right after that, his life started falling apart in creepy ways. We're talking eerie events, weird coincidences, and a mysterious car crash at his house. He basically claims Zeus marked him like this was some ancient secret society initiation. And let's be real, Zeus does love to humiliate people. Publicly. Repeatedly. Some folks are saying it's not just for ratings, but for control. That there's a pattern of Zeus building people up, making them look crazy, then tossing them aside like last season's reality stars. Sound familiar? Because Hollywood has been playing this game for years. If you start looking at Zeus content closely, you'll notice a lot of references to Greek mythology and some other imagery. Y'all ever notice how often Zeus uses lightning bolts, crowns, and chaos themes? Or how some of these show promos low-key look like they were designed at an Illuminati internship? We got weird hand signs, mysterious eyes, and don't even get me started on the folks saying they sold their soul for Zeus fame. Are they joking? Are they serious? Either way, that check better clear. Now, am I saying Zeus is definitely running some underground ritual network? No. But am I saying something weird is going on over there? Absolutely. Because at this point, Zeus Network is starting to look less like a streaming service and more like a live-action conspiracy theory. So, what do y'all think? Is Zeus just messy entertainment, or are they on some next-level agenda? Are these rituals just hype, or is there some real darkness behind the network? Oh, and Aaron? If Zeus tries to Pied Piper you again, run. Alright, y'all, we've talked about Zeus's shady business deals, their alleged Illuminati initiation program, reality shows, and now we gotta talk about something even more disturbing. The body count. Because in the few years Zeus has been on top, too many people connected to this network have ended up in tragic and mysterious situations. Coincidence? Maybe. But when the same network that thrives on chaos and violence also has real-life casualties, I gotta ask, is Zeus just toxic reality TV, or something way more dangerous? Let's talk about it. First up, we gotta talk about Savion 7 Hopkins, also known as Jay Hefner. Dude was on 2 ways, a Zeus show known for violence, fights, and public humiliation, so basically, your standard Zeus programming. But after the cameras stopped rolling, his life was cut short. Fatally shot. Now, was this just another tragic case of gun violence? Or did something from the show spill over into real life? 'Cause let's be real, Zeus loves manufacturing drama. But sometimes, that drama don't stay on set. And what makes it weirder? No clear answers. No official connections made to the show. But the timing? A little too convenient. Then we got Karen Raina Dunlap, a social media influencer who was found dead in an abandoned house. And guess what? She was in the process of auditioning for Baddies. Now, if y'all don't know, Baddies is basically Zeus's signature show where women fight, scream, and throw furniture for 45 minutes while getting to the bag. But Raina didn't even make it to filming. She was found dead in an abandoned house. How does a woman go from auditioning for a show to a crime scene? And why does it feel like Zeus's environment attracts way too many of these situations? Somebody make it make sense. And these ain't isolated incidents. There have been multiple Zeus cast members caught up in violent or tragic situations. We got lawsuits. We got shady settlements. And now we got actual deaths happening around Zeus's orbit. At some point, we gotta stop calling this a coincidence. It's like the Zeus Network energy is bleeding into real life. Their whole brand is built on fights, chaos, and destruction. So should we really be surprised when that energy starts manifesting off camera? The real question is Zeus just reflecting the world's toxicity? Or is it creating a new level of destruction and feeding off it? At the end of the day, reality TV should be messy, but it shouldn't be deadly. So what do y'all think? Is Zeus just reckless, or is there something darker at play? Should reality TV networks be held accountable when their drama spills into real-life tragedies? And let me tell you, this ain't just Twitter gossip, this is a full-blown industry takedown. From co-founders airing out the dirty laundry to conspiracy theorists connecting Zeus to the dark arts, everybody got something to say. But the real question is, can Zeus survive this mess? Or is the reality TV empire about to get reality checked? Let's break it down. So boom, imagine helping to build a whole streaming platform from the ground up, putting in time, money, and influence only for them to do you dirty and kick you out the club. That's what happened to Daystorm Power. Dude straight up called out Zeus's corruption, saying they scammed him and the other co-founders, never paid back investments, and hoarded the profits like a greedy villain in a Tyler Perry movie. My guy is out here waving the red flag, telling people to stop falling for the flashy marketing and start checking the receipts. And honestly, the way Zeus keeps settling lawsuits and avoiding real transparency, it's giving we guilty, but don't look over here vibes. Now let's get to the man, the myth, the conspiracy legend himself, Aaron the Plumber. My guy went from fixing pipes to allegedly exposing satanic rites. If you don't know, he's been on a mission to prove Zeus ain't just a messy TV network, but a full-on occult operation. According to him, the humiliation on Zeus shows ain't just drama for views, it's ritualistic sacrifice. And remember when he said Erica Mena slapping him was a mark for ritual death? Bro even had a mysterious car crash into the living room of his house right after. Now, look, I ain't saying dude's right, but I am saying the coincidences keep adding up like a bad credit score. Some folks think Aaron is exposing the truth, while others think he's gone full Illuminati YouTube rabbit hole. But either way, it's got Zeus looking real funny in the light. With all these exposés, Zeus ain't just getting dragged in the comments section, they're getting dragged in boardrooms too. Industry insiders are starting to question, how far is too far in reality TV? Let's be real, Zeus has been skating by on shock value and pure ratchet entertainment for years. But now? They got the bad business allegations, the cult rumors, and the mysterious deaths linked to their network? Yeah, the lawyers are definitely watching now. If Zeus don't clean up its act, they might not just lose clout, they might lose cash, creators, and eventually the whole damn platform. So what do y'all think? Is this the beginning of the end for Zeus Network? Is Daystorm Power right about the fraud? Is Aaron the Plumber exposing a real-life Hollywood horror story, or is he doing too much? At this point, Zeus has got more skeletons than a Spirit Halloween store, and it might just be Judgment Day for the network. One thing's for sure, reality TV should be entertaining, not terrifying. Zeus Network is out here fighting for its life. The lawsuits, the exposés, the alleged occult nonsense. The way this is going, they might have to rebrand as Hades Network cause they're burning up. So, can Zeus bounce back? Or is this the part of the movie where the villain realizes they done messed up? Public trust is in the gutter, and let's be real, it wasn't too high to begin with. With more people realizing the messy business, weird rituals, and shady finances, Zeus might be in a bigger hole than they can climb out of. Daystorm Power kicked the door down, Aaron the Plumber came in swinging. Who's next? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the camera crew started spilling tea. If Zeus got more skeletons, best believe somebody is about to open the closet. Now, will Zeus actually face consequences? Or is this just another case of rich people finessing the system? 'Cause let's be honest, when money talks, accountability goes on mute. This whole thing exposes a bigger problem. The reality TV and influencer world is like the Wild West. No rules, no accountability, just vibes and lawsuits. We need better industry standards before somebody really gets hurt, or worse, Zeus drops a baddies, Hell edition, and we all regret it. So, what y'all think? Is Zeus cooked? Can they somehow survive this storm? Or is this the beginning of the end? One thing's for sure, whether Zeus crumbles or crawls its way out, we all watching.